Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are diving into something super important for those of you looking to start your career in cloud computing. How to create an AWS resume for beginners that will help you land your first job. Sounds good? Let's jump right in. So before we jump into the steps of building your AWS resume, let's talk about why an AWS resume is crucial. We are living in a world where cloud computing is no longer optional. AWS, that is Amazon Web Services, is one of the most in demand skills in the tech industry. Whether you are a developer, system admin, or even a project manager, AWS is everywhere. And how do you showcase your AWS skills? Especially if you are a beginner, that's exactly what we'll focus on today. Let's break down what should go with your AWS resume as a beginner, and you don't need a ton of experience. But what you do need is a clear, structured resume that showcases your potential. Here's how to organize it. The very first is contact information. Make sure your full name, email, phone number, and LinkedIn or GitHub profiles are easy to find. Professional summary. Write a short 2 to 3 sentence summary that explains your interest in AWS, any relevant skills, and the type of role you're looking for. Keep it concise but impactful. Skill section. This is where you will list your key AWS skills. Think about skills like EC2, S3, Lambda, CloudFormation, and other foundational services. Make sure you list any relevant certifications too. Experience. If you have got experience, whether it's an internship, a personal project, or even some freelance work, this is where you put it. As a beginner, don't worry if you don't have any job in AWS yet. You can list side projects, training courses, or any hands-on experiences you have gained. Education and certifications. Don't forget to include your academic background and any AWS certifications like the AWS Certified Solutions Architect or AWS Certified Cloud Practitioner. These certifications can make a huge difference. Additional information, which is again optional. You can also add any relevant volunteer work, language skills, or open source contribution here. If you have contributed to an AWS related project on GitHub, this is the place to highlight it. Now let's talk about tailoring your resume for AWS specific roles. Whether you're applying for a solutions architect, cloud engineer, or DevOps role, you need to match your resume with the job description. Here's how to do that. First, use keywords from the job listing. Look for specific AWS skills and tools mentioned in the job description. If they mention CloudFormation, EC2, and IAM, make sure those are on your resume if you have expertise with them. Showcase hands-on experience. So even if you are a beginner, include any personal project or labs you have done using AWS. For example, maybe you set up a server using EC2 or created an S3 bucket to host a website. Mention it. Third is certification matters. Having an AWS certification on your resume shows you're serious about learning AWS. If you haven't done it yet, I highly recommend getting the AWS Certified Cloud Practitioner certification. It's beginner friendly and looks great on your resume. Let's go over some extra tips to make your AWS resume stand out from the crowd. Highlight problem solving. Employers love to see that you can solve real world problems. If you used AWS services to address specific challenges like optimizing cost using EC2, reserved instances, or building a scalable app with Lambda, mention it. 2. Keep it simple but impactful. A clean, easy to read resume will stand out more than a cluttered one. Focus on quality over quantity. Use bullet points, keep it to one page if you are just starting out, and make sure there are no errors. Third, show your passion. Include a sentence or two about what you're passionate about cloud computing and AWS. Employers love to hire motivated individuals who are excited about the technology. Now let's look at example of a beginner's AWS resume. Notice how the candidate's professional summary clearly states their passion for cloud technology. In the skills section, they list foundational AWS services like EC2, S3, and Lambda. They also showcase their AWS certification. This is huge for someone just starting out. So there you have it, how to create an AWS resume that gets you noticed even as a beginner. Focus on highlighting your skills, projects, and certifications, and tailor your resume to each specific job you're applying for. Remember, employers are looking for potentials, not perfections. If you found this video helpful, be sure to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more career tips and cloud computing content. And if you have any questions or want help with your resume, drop them in the comments below. I'll be happy to help you out. Thanks for watching and good luck with your AWS journey. See you in the next video.